Hi everyone, my name is Angela and I would love to share with you about my experience as an apprentice in Tianmei's World Academy. The Academy uses environmental psychology to redefine how learning happens. That it doesn't only happen in classrooms, but it can happen anywhere. The environment is a gift to us, and if we know how to use it for our benefit, it can really affect us positively in so many ways. So there's a lot of personal growth when it comes to being a part of the academy. I joined the academy because I was attracted by the founder, Tianmei. She had a session that I happened to be a part of, and there were certain questions that I had that she had an answer for. So during that time of my life, there were so many things that I wanted to do, but I was being told to focus on one thing. But I always had that nagging question, what if, what if I explore all these? And she mentioned that it's possible. If you have the right skills, if you have the right mindset, it's possible to do that. Because curiosity is a big thing in the academy. Well, for me, it's something I've really enjoyed on my path so far. And getting to join, I expected that I would be thrown in a group and there are different supervisors that I have to talk to, and there is this one assignment that you have to do, and when it's done, you move on to the next. But I joined, and firstly, I had the chance to build a wholesome relationship with the founder. I got to connect directly with the founder, have one-on-one talks with the founder, and through that, you get to really understand yourself. You get to understand what you can offer if you don't know how to, because that's also where I was. I just knew this is something I wanted, but I didn't know how to offer it. And through speaking to her, she has a great understanding of things. So I believe the projects that she gave, she could tell that, okay, I think this is something you can do. So because I was curious, I went ahead, and it's not like one project, there are many, and that's the question I had, and I needed the answer. So it was nice to know that I got to put into practice what I was feeling. So the answer came through me actually doing that. So you learn to navigate. There is no micromanaging. There isn't really someone constantly telling you what to do. It's how do you feel? How do you think this project would look? From your uniqueness, how can you bring it out? It really allows you to tap into who you really are, to get to understand yourself, to value yourself, to believe in yourself. Yes? So through that also there is mentorship. Yeah, there is mentorship, because as much as you're expressing how you feel, at the end, things have to be done. So there is growth in so many ways. You are challenged. I've got to really come out of my comfort zone. The things I thought, that's not really how they are. And for me, what has really kept me going is having that relationship with the founder, knowing that I have these things to do, but I could reach out and understand more. And through those talks, the constructive feedback that you receive, you get to reflect, you get to understand life in a whole different light. And I can really say that I am growing. I really am growing. I am. So if you are someone who really wants to grow and you're not used to the normal experiences and you're really curious, you're really curious about so many things and you feel you have a lot to offer, but you don't know how to, through this apprenticeship, you can learn how to. You'll gain the right skills, you gain so much. Because in the academy, we believe that we live in an era of information overload. But if you have the right skills and the right mindset, you would know how to display your value out there. There is something that we all have to offer. There is something that we all have to give. But it takes you knowing who you really are. So I hope you join me in this apprenticeship. See you soon. Bye.